Good morning, students. So, in the last class we discussed about what is current and what are the devices that helps to measure the alternating currents. Now, as we said that in this class I am going to discuss about how the AC current will act. Means what is the output we are going to get when you are applying to different devices such as resistor, inductor and capacitor. So, first we are applying the alternative voltage to a resistor. So, let us take, as we know, the symbol of the resistor is this one and we applied an AC source. The applied source is V and the resistance of the circuit is capital R. When you applied some voltage to a conductor, the current starts to flow. So, what we consider here, an AC source is applied to, see, an AC source is applied to a resistance R as shown in figure. Such a circuit is called what? Resistive circuit. Okay, let us, what is the applied voltage here? At any instant of time, right? Because the voltage keep on changing, at any instant of time the applied voltage V is equals to Vm sin omega t. So, this is equation number 1. Now, what is the main name of this one? We should know what is the phase angle between current and voltage in these circuits. So, now what is the current flowing through circuit? Current I is equals to V by R. What is V? Vm sin omega t by R. As we know, maximum current is equals to maximum voltage by resistance. So, what you can write, I is equals to Im sin omega t. Yes. Now, we got voltage and we got current. Have you observed these two clearly? Voltage and current. Here V is equals to Vm sin omega t, means voltage changing as a function of sinusoidal wave and current also sinusoidal wave. Any phase difference you are observing here? No. Any pi by 2, minus pi by 2 like this are there? No. So, what is the phase difference between these two? From 1 and 2, what we can clearly say that voltage and current I are in phase, means the phase angle between voltage and current in a resistive circuit is what, 0. So, what is this? The phase angle between voltage and current in a resistive circuit is what? 0. Now, let us represent the variation of voltage and current in graphical wave. Okay? Let us see. As you know, this is time and here we are considering voltage as well as both along same direction, voltage and current in the same graph. Now, V is varying as a function of what? Sinusoidal wave, right? Let us take this one. The maximum voltage or the peak voltage that is flowing through circuit is what? Vm, that flows in either directions. So, there plus Vm, here minus Vm, and we proved that V is equals to Vm sin omega t as well as I is equals to Im sin omega t. Both are along same direction, the current also flows along same direction, but the peak value is less than voltage. Why? I is equals to what we got? See, as we know, Im is equals to Vm by R. The Im value is less than Vm. So, this is Im and this is minus Im. So, these are the waves that has been varied in an AC circuit when connected to a resistor. As we said that phasor diagram, right? Phasor diagram. T here voltage and current. Okay. Now, this is varying as what is the angle? Rotation vector omega t, right? And you know this is what? Vm. Now here current also flowing in this, right? Yes. This is Im. That is Vm and this is Im. Both are along same direction. So what you can write here? Phase angle phi is equals to 0 between voltage and current. Now what is the power? Average power. Average power formula is what? P is equals to Vrms Irms into cos phi. Here phi is equals to 0. So what you can write? P average is equals to Vrms into Irms into cos 0 is 1. So P average is equals to Vm Im by 2. As we know, Vrms is equals to Vm by root 2. If you substitute that value, get the answer. Okay, right. In the next question, we are going to apply alternating voltage to an inductor. Okay, yes. Let us take an inductor which is connected to, as usual, alternating source of applied voltage is V, inductance of the inductor is L. Same thing, an AC voltage applied to an inductor is called inductive circuit. And AC voltage applied to an inductor is called what ma? Inductive circuit. Okay. Now, as we know very well, we should go for electromagnetic induction, because in that electromagnetic induction, if you apply direct current while switching on or off, the current changes due to that change of magnetic flux. But here the current changes each and every time, right? Starting to end, complete cycle keep on changing. So we can say that it induces EMF, the current is changing, because of that it induces EMF in same coil, that is called what? Self induction, and the induced EMF is how much? E is equals to minus L into di by dt. Let us take that. Applied voltage, applied alternating voltage, how much? That is constant in each case. V is equals to Vm sin omega t, that we consider equation number 1. Now I want to calculate current, because this is changing current, so we can't consider I is equals to E by R. Now apply Kirchhoff's voltage law for this closed loop. What is Kirchhoff's voltage law? The total potential difference in closed loop is 0. What is that? V plus E is equals to 0. That implies V is equals to minus E. What is E? Minus L into di by dt. What can write ma? Minus of minus plus L into di by dt. What is V? Applied voltage. Vm sin omega t. So what you can write ma? Vm sin omega t is equals to L into di by dt. What we want? Current, right? So send all the remaining things. Di is equals to Vm by multiplication come here, division sin omega t into dt. So we got di. Now what we want? Current. How to get? Integrating on both sides. If you integrate on both sides, integrating on both sides. So take integration of di equals to integration of Vm by L sine omega t into dt. Integration of di is what? I. Vm is constant. Inductance of the inductor also constant. Let us keep the constant aside. Integration of, as we know very well, integration of sin x, sin kx into dx is equals to what? Minus cos kx by k. So, what is here? Minus cos omega t by omega. That implies I is equals to Vm by omega L into minus cos omega t. See here. So, we can write minus cos omega t as what? Sine of omega t minus pi by 2. Minus cos omega t converted as what, ma? Minus cos omega t converted as what? Sine of omega t minus pi by 2, and put xl is equals to omega l. What is this? We will come to know. Okay? This is called inductive reactance. XL is called what, ma? Inductive reactance. We will come to know what is that. Okay? I will explain you. I is equals to Vm by XL minus cos omega t can be written as what? Sine of omega t minus pi by 2. Okay? So, we got this equation. Still some is there. Okay? So, I is equals to Im sine of omega t minus pi by 2. So, this is the equation we got, where what I have substituted here, where Im is equals to Vm by XL. Im is equals to what, ma? Vm by XL. Clear? So, these are the conditions we consider. What is XL? Omega L. Let us know all these things clearly. Okay, na? Yes. Now, have you observed 1? What is 1? V is equals to Vm sin omega t. Is it right? What is 3? I is equals to Im sin of omega t minus pi by 2. There is a phase difference or not? Yes. What is the phase difference? Pi by 2. Means voltage is leading, current is lagging, because minus pi by 2 na? Yes. From 1 and 2, it is clear that voltage leads current by pi by 2. Is it right? If it is plus, we can say that voltage lags current by pi by 2, but here I is equals to Im sin of omega t minus pi by 2. So, we can say that voltage leads current by pi by 2. So, what is the phase difference we got? Pi by 2. Previous case 0. So, if you want to draw the variation of voltage and current in an inductor, let us represent that. Voltage remains same in all cases, because it is the current that has been behaving differently for different types of circuits. So, this is the voltage curve. As usual, this is Vm and this is minus Vm. Now, what is I? When V is at 0, I should be at minus 90. So, it starts from here, right? And when it is at maximum, it should be at minimum. See, this is the curve we should get. Here it starts from here and this is minus Im and this is plus Im. Okay. Next, phasor diagram. How to represent the phasor diagram? Time, here voltage or current. I am taking negative axis also. So, this is voltage as usual Vm and this is omega t, right. Now, current is in opposite direction, means negative axis, right. So, this is current and this is Im. What is the phase angle between them? It should be how much? Pi by 2. So, this is the representation of what? Phasor diagram. Understood? Next, average power. What is the average power that is flowing here? Same, P average is equals to V RMS I RMS into cos phi. Here phi is equals to pi by 2, right. Whether who leads or lags, it does not important. What is the angle they are required? What is the angle? Pi by 2. So, P average is equals to V RMS I RMS into cos 90. So, the power consumed by the inductive circuit is 0. Okay. Now, clear? Yes. Next, coming to the point, XL. What is XL? XL, already we said that inductive reactance. What is inductive reactance? As we know very well, when there is change in flux, it induces EMF. This EMF opposes the change of current or not? Means it is opposing the change of current, means it is opposing the AC. Which is opposing AC? Inductor. So, that opposition of inductor to the flow of AC is called what? Inductive reactance. The opposition offered by an inductor to the flow of AC, is called what, ma? XL. What is XL? Inductive reactance. What we have written? XL is equals to omega L. What is omega? 2 pi of L. So, the inductive reactance is directly proportional to frequency and directly proportional to inductance of the inductor. As we know, in India, the frequency of AC mains is constant, that is 50 hertz or 60 hertz maximum. So, it is independent. Now, it completely depends upon what? Inductance of the inductor. So, what is inductive reactance? The opposition offered by an inductor to the flow of AC is called what? XL. XL is directly proportional to frequency as well as inductance. Okay. So, when AC applied to an inductor, the voltage and current having the phase angle 90 degrees. Okay. When you apply an AC voltage here, this is the applied voltage. When the current is changing, it induces EMF, that is self induction. E is equals to minus L into di by dt. Okay. Now, applying Kirchhoff's voltage law for the loop, V plus E is equals to 0, where V is equals to minus E. What is E here? Minus L into di by dt, minus of minus plus L into di by dt. What is V? Vm sin omega t is equals to L into di by dt. We want current, so di is equals to Vm by L into sin omega t into dt. Integrating on both sides. Integration of di is I, Vm by L is constant. What is integration of sin x into dx? Minus cos omega t by omega. Omega will send here, omega, Vm by omega L, where omega L is what? XL, called inductive reactance. Minus cos omega t can be written as what, ma? Sin of omega t minus pi by 2. Here if you observe that the voltage and current are having phase angle 90 degrees. So, the power is 0, right, and we represented the phase diagrams. Power is equals to what? 0, because cos 90 is 0, and we explained what is XL. What is XL? The opposition offered by an inductor to the flow of AC is called what? XL, called inductive reactance. The next class we are going to learn about AC applied to an capacitor. Thank you.